Hello everyone, I'm going to present you the country which I was interested in, Germany. Germany is a country at the intersection of Central and Western Europe. Today Germany is a federal parliamentary republic led by an chancellor with over 83 million people of its 16 element states. It is the second most populous country in Europe after Russia, as well as the most populous member state of the European Union. Its capital, its largest city, is Berlin, and its financial center is Frankfurt, and the largest urban area is Ruhr. Germany is a great power with a strong economy. It has the largest economy in Europe. Germany at least among top 5 countries in the EU. Germany's political stability has made political decision makers somehow complacent. As a consequence, stagnation with regard to initiating important future projects has led to sharp criticism. For example, from the BDI or Federation of German Industry. In this sense, we could agree that several of the surveyed companies might actually associate stagnation with Germany's strong political stability. Political discussion in Germany have seemed alive for many years in lively, unheated debates on the political state. The Bundestag has been missing for quite a while. Currently, political force outside the executive has been too weak to call the government coalition into addressing future investment planning. The kind of cycle inside a political system is important to shaping political versions. It seems that kind of lively dispute has been partly discouraged by political decision makers themselves. As a consequence, the stagnation of political power might have led to a neglect of future investment initiatives. As economic data subsidiary of international group assess the current economic situation in Germany as good or really good. International investors play a significant role in the German economy since more than 36,000 companies are fueled by them. That strength in EU, Germany ranked very high in the basic business location factors such as quality of life. 80% assess Germany as being among the top 5 countries or the leader in the EU. Public safety is around 75% and political stability 73%. Also, labor productivity is highly rated. Germany was at least among the top 5 in terms of its capacity for innovativeness and for its research environment. Germany challenges. Germany must, however, act to retain its competitiveness. This concerns in particular investment in infrastructure, which Germany was stated at least among the top 5 countries of the leader in the EU, and the competitiveness of its tax system. Renewing Germany infrastructure, in particular its logistics and digital infrastructures, is a top priority. Otherwise, a massive investment backlog puts Germany's competitiveness at risk. Germany is definitely seen as a safe harbor in turbulent times. Important investment projects are not acted upon with the required persistence. Instead, too many budget resources are directed toward consumption instead of value-generating projects. About the international investor in Germany, the German market matter for international group. Investment in Germany by the international investor is declining. Inflow of foreign direct investment into Germany has decreased sharply from 37 billion to 23 billion from the 2017 to 2018. American, Chinese, Japanese companies in particular gain access to the European domestic market via their German location. Germany's strong economy and its geographic position at the heart of Europe are reason for 49% of the surveyed companies to use Germany as their European headquarters. Suggestion to the international investor in Germany. Germany is well placed to serve international investors as their hub for all German-speaking countries, but also as a European headquarters, due to its central location in Europe and its close link to all European countries. As German companies are globally the second biggest urban investor after the US. International investors can use their investment in German company or cooperation with German company to strengthen their global footprint and enter the new market and region by making use of the contract and shareholding of German company. Due to the specific of German European markets and their environment, certain industries offer bigger growth rates and higher profitability for international investors than others. For example, healthcare. The aim should be to avoid gap in care and to allow new ideas to enter the system. Those who are managed to contribute to a good supply with the new and efficient idea to have a chain to produce them in other countries facing similar challenges as Germany. The next one is renewable energy. The renewable energy sector in the German is attracting increasing interest from the international investors. The condition could hardly be better for a market since the Paris Climate Agreement. It has been clear that the trend toward renewable energy worldwide is inevitable. The growth is being pushed politically. It is understandable that the interest of investors in projects in the field of renewable energy remain high in Germany. Infrastructure, building and construction. Germany clearly stands out with the decent transport infrastructure, both in terms of rail and motorways. Given the ongoing increase in transport volume and evolving customer expectation, reinvestment in transport infrastructure and adjoining services such as telecommunication and energy is imperative. Impact of real estate seen interest from institutional investors is further increasing. The digital transformation of our society is already affecting real estate and construction. Real estate users and owners are faced with challenges for which KPMG believes digital enables and innovations may provide the answers. In the part of automotive, since Germany key industry had to reinvent itself from scratch, transformation of the mobility sector is fueled by three key technology-driven disruptive trends. First is electrification of vehicles and alternative powertrain, connected and autonomous vehicles, and mobility as a service. Germany has introduced a rule on burst of cases to restrict investment in a safeguard critical infrastructures and future technology to avoid them from being taken over by foreign investors. In part of culture comparison between Germany and Thailand, there are six parts which are power distance, individualism, masculinity, uncertainty avoidance, long-term orientation, and endurance. The power distance in Germany, a direct and participative communication and meeting style is common. Control is disliked, and leadership is challenged to show expertise and base accepted when it's based on it. But in Thailand, a society in which Inequality are accepted, a strict chain of command and protocol are observed. Each rank has its privilege, and employees show loyalty, respect, and deference for their superior in return to protection and guidance. This may lead to paternalistic management. About the individualism, the German society is a truly individualist one. Small family with a focus on parent-children relationship rather than aunt and uncle are the most common. There is a strong belief in the idea of self-actualization. But in Thailand, it's a highly collectivist country. This is a manifest in a close long-term commitment to the member group. Member group is a family, extended family or extended relationship. In order to preserve the in-group, Thai are not confrontational, and in their communication, a yes may not mean an acceptance or agreement. In parts of masculinity, German is considered a masculine society. Women is highly valued and early required. People rather live in order to work and draw a lot of self-esteem from their sex. Managers are expected to be decisive and assertive. But in Thailand is considered a feminine society. Thailand has the lowest masculinity ranking among the developed Asian countries, a society with less assertiveness and competitiveness as compared to one that is value are considered more important and significant. This situation also reinforces a more traditional male and female role within the population. In a part of uncertainty avoidance, Germany there is a strong preference for deductive rather than inductive approaches, be it in thinking, presenting, or planning. Details are equally important to create certainty that a certain topic or project is well thought out. In Thailand, it slightly indicates a preference for avoiding uncertainty. Uh, in order to minimize or reduce this level of uncertainty, strict rules, law, policies, and regulations are adopted and implemented. The ultimate goal of this population is to control everything in order to eliminate or avoid the unexpected. The society does not readily accept change and is rarely avoids. Change has to be seen for the greater good of in the group. In part of long-term orientation, Germany is a pragmatic country. In society with a pragmatic orientation, people believe the truth depends very much on situation, context, and time. They show an ability to adapt traditional easily to change conditions, a strong propensity to save and invest. But Thai culture is more normative than pragmatic. People in such society have a strong concern with establishing an absolute truth. They are normative in their thinking. They exhibit great respect for traditions, a relatively small propensity to save for the future, and a focus on achieving a quick result. In the last part in the grant, the German culture and Thai culture is retrained in the nature. They do not push much emphasis on leisure time and control the gratification on their desires. In part of business culture between German and Thailand, I will give only one or two examples because of limit of time. The fundamental principle of business culture in part of German business culture is marked by organization, planning, and perfectionism. Business relation is very formal. A strict vertical hierarchy is established and respected. But the business culture in Thailand is also being shaped by concept of fun, the effort to achieve satisfaction in whatever one does and make the most of any situation. Personal relationships are key to a successful deal in Thai, and the level of closeness with the Thai professional may take precedence over the offer. And the next one is the time management. In Germany, punctuality is extremely important, and arriving at a meeting 15 minutes earlier is well thought up. In this case of any delay, it is imperative to inform your interlocutor in advance. But in Thailand, punctuality is appreciated and foreigners are expected to arrive on time to meeting and social gathering. It is therefore advisable to check the traffic situation in large city. Meetings may not always start on time. Furthermore, meetings are rarely timed and tend to run over time. And procedure is considered more important than the content.